Hi guys, and I'm gonna do a quick read for my Pisces. I hope y'all are doing well. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Enough, but he still loves me. No, I ain't good enough, but he still loves me. Oh, that Beyonce, the Fighting Temptations movie, He Still Loves Me. And that was so resonant to this reading. I pulled y'all a couple cards, and it's like the judgment card where y'all could be going through a deep inner transformation. It could be a spiritual awakening, healing deep parts of you that could have been for so long out of alignment with who you truly are at a soul level. And this is like a second chance at truly living your truth and living for yourself and what you truly desire at a soul level. And it could be like really lonely at times, really confusing. Sometimes even you get to points where you want to give up. It's like, but you're meant for this. You are so strong, so protected, so resilient. With this Chariot card, it's just like, I love this card. This card it embodies like strength and power, and it's victory, mental victory. When you can like get in control of your mind, because it starts in our mind. It's like what we think we create. And when we get so wrapped up in like negative thoughts and emotions and kind of let fear-based thinking control our lives, it's like it starts to control our outcome. You know what I'm saying? And we can get trapped in that, and it's almost like a mental prison. But when you free yourself from it and you focus on the things that you truly desire, and you replace the negative with the positive, and taking baby steps to do so, because nothing happens overnight. But it's like fighting for your higher self and like the things that you know makes you happy at a soul level. And it could have took like a lot of willpower, strength and conviction. You could have went through times where you got stuck in like, because we all go through different shifts in different stages of the journey, and we can get caught in like lower vibrational stages. But every single stage, the good and the bad stages, is meant to teach us something. It's like we have to go through a lower stage for that breakthrough, and for the mental clarity to be able to take on the new challenges for the next step. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you guys are being like rewarded, spiritually rewarded, for keeping that faith throughout, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's like you always like held on to the faith even when sometimes you wanted to give up. And I don't know, I'm almost getting emotional, because I feel like, for so long, you got stuck in like dark stages. I'm sorry, it's like it was all test and you passed, you fought, and you are so strong. And I think sometimes you don't even realize the strength that you really have. I'm sorry. I don't know why I got emotional. It's just like, tap into, that power you hold, because it is so limitless. It's like infinite. You have infinite power and potential. You guys could be really strengthening 5 on the clock. Strengthening like your faith and your morals, getting more clear around what you stand for, and really staying true to that, and not conforming and not allowing societal pressures and old outdated belief systems and patterns, conditions of our past, how we were raised, to define you. Like, this is really stepping into the power of who you are. It's like your angels and your spirit team, God, the universe, whatever you resonate with, waking you up from like the dead, like a slumber, so to say, to your higher calling. This is a higher level of consciousness, like you being rewarded with knowledge that a lot of people can't resonate with or even receive. Like everybody doesn't have the gift of divine knowledge and discernment, true discernment, And it's not because they're not worthy of it, but it's almost like not everybody is ready. Some people only allow themselves to reach so far in life, and God gives his touch. It's not always easy, but the rewards are so much more fulfilling because you stay true to who you are. You know, and it could be so lonely at times in toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. If you meant for it, you meant for it. It's not always easy, but the rewards are so much more fulfilling because you stay true to who you are. You know, and it could be so lonely at times and unclear. I feel like a lot of y'all could have been like really betrayed and hurt deep by like some of the ones that you felt was like the closest to you, that you love so much. And the hurt could have been like out of this world. Maybe you felt like you couldn't come back from it at times. You know, being so betrayed by people, like you expected to reciprocate your energy. You probably gave your all to these people. You know, take it as it resonates. And it's like you did not get that love you gave. Even a little, you know. But all that was meant to teach you something. You know, and don't close off your heart space, because that's the beauty of who you are. Being vulnerable and staying true to you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Staying connected to your faith. You know, whether that's praying, meditating, going to church, listening to sermons, having a counselor, just an outlet. The Judgment card suggests that you're being called to take action on your purpose, rising up and taking responsibility for your life, moving on, and you're like being supported from the higher ups. But it's like really purging like all the baggage and the guilt and all the negative emotions from your past life experiences up until now. Like putting everything thus far into perspective, learning why you've made the decisions you've made. 444 on the clock. Embracing all aspects from this dark hole, but like finding the beauty in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Because even the darkest times are meant to teach us something. And we can't have light without darkness. So embracing the dark times, you know what I'm saying? And being grateful for coming out of that and becoming stronger. Because with this void card, stop, embrace winter, the great cosmic room. Everything and nothing exists in the void. It's where all life begins and ends. It's the winter and the womb. The fertile darkness where all things originate and all seeds grow. Comforting and intimidating. Freeing and daunting. It can feel both overwhelming, small and huge. The void is where faith lives. The message of the void is to surrender to the unknown, to allow the fertile darkness of nothingness to nourish the new seeds growing within you, regardless of whether you know what they'll one day become. You're being called to surrender to the mystery of what's next, to rest, and to allow the winter of your life to do the work for you. To hand over your control and trust that just because you can't see what's happening beneath the surface, it doesn't mean there's nothing at work. The greatest weavings happen when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life is being knitted for us, right beneath the surface, in ways known and unknowable. Now is the time to cultivate faith and allow deep rest. The void often surfaces at the end of a chapter of life phase, when we're called to let go of all that we know and identify with. When you're in the void, it can feel scary and as if you should be doing something. However, when this card appears, it's a sure sign that the most productive thing to do is relinquish control and surrender to the changing mysteries of your life. A soul inquiry. How are you being called to surrender to the unknown mystery of your life? It's like allowing God and the universe, whatever you resonate with, to align things for you naturally. Because when we step in divine intervention, we can prematurely mess up things that is already being divinely guided for us. And nothing we can try to control will ever align the way God will align it for us. Sometimes we mess up good opportunities by getting in our own way. You know, we don't have to know everything. That's the beauty in being connected spiritually and trusting in that faith. Faith is knowing that we don't have to do anything and God is still making it happen, you know, without our control. But we all have free will, and sometimes using your free will to just surrender and allow, be present, be grateful, and allow the greater will of God to work for you. Follow your guidance, your intuition, your gut instincts. You know, with this Chariot card, this is like you desiring movement from so long of not feeling like things were moving consistently in whatever area, desiring for healthy movement, action, whether that's things just taking off in a more positive direction and keeping that same momentum. But that is when we try to step in and force things. When you don't force, you attract. And you naturally, just by just being you and staying connected, you're naturally attracting things in for you, positive things. Because the more we try to force things and control it, the more what we're trying to force and control is resisting us. You just allow, be you, keep your heart open to love and moving from a place of love in all that you do, with setting healthy boundaries and not accepting toxicity or low vibrational negative things to consume you, whether that's people, places, situations. Healthy boundaries for yourself, that is also a part of self-care. You're not alone yet, and trusting that you have a community of people, seen and unseen, like connected to you. And sometimes when we isolate ourselves, it's like we disconnect ourselves from this community by like shutting ourselves off. But you want to keep your heart open energetically so that the universe and God can align you with the things that matches your frequency. You know, and if you're isolated and in a dark place, shut off to love, is like you're not receptive to it. So God and the universe can't align you with that until you're ready to receive it. This says, the older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many star seeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being human. Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we're not here to go about this life alone. Humans are pack animals, and we all need the love, company, and support of others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasingly online world, we can be connected to more people than ever, yet feel more alone and isolated than ever. There's still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things like social media. With so many people knowing our news, what is it doing to our auric field? Commonly, we find ourselves in constant conversation, yet lacking the genuine connection of physical community and touch. The main message of this card is to step out of your cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. This could be seeing friends and family who live nearby or having a regular catch-up talk with someone. What are some simple ways that you can open yourself up to the people who are physically in your life, those you truly know? How can you reach out to people in your life physically? So yeah, this is also about connection and, you know, being more open to your community of people who love you because they're all around you. You know, tap into it and allowing yourself to show love in turn brings love to you. Oh, love you. Love you. But yeah, so I hope this helped. I didn't want it to go this long. Until next time.